This is my Minecraft house. I've been doing survival for a while, and this is the house I built. You guys proud of me? It's very... Just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. I hate when people build these kind of houses, and they're just horrible. They're only 2 blocks high, and they're literally a piece of garbage. Like, why? Might as well build a dirt house if you need it. Because even a dirt house is better than this. Like, there's barely anything in space for... I don't know why. So, I need whoever's doing this to watch my videos and start building houses like this. Alright, so I'm going to be telling you how to build houses better. Unlike that one right there, we're going to be building things that go all the way up to those things right there. I'm going to be showing you a few tricks and everything, and I'm going to be showing you like easy ways to make your house better fast. Don't look at the thing in the background, that's a different video, so yeah. Alright. So let's get going. Oh wait. No, wrong video. Alright. So, if you want to get started with the Minecraft house, I would just start with building something like this. It just costs these materials, except not exactly. Like, those are not the right numbers, but like, it costs those materials. It's pretty easy. It's just making this house bigger, alright? That's all you're doing. It's using the same materials, except, yeah, get it. But then, after you've done that, the next step is to do the flooring. Flooring's not hard, actually. I'm just going to be showing you like a bunch of different kinds of flooring styles. There's so many flooring options to choose from. Like, you can literally just go over here, scroll down, grab a random one. This could be your floor if you want. This could be your floor if you want. There's so many options for making a floor. It's crazy. So, I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite flooring options for a few builds as we go along. So, this, you may have noticed that there's like little outlines on some pieces over here. That's a barrel, the underside of a barrel. If you look at an actual like barrel on the other side, you can actually see that it looks exactly like that. See, it looks exactly like that, and it's really similar to a spruce log, so it would be really good for matching those two together. So, all it takes is these materials to build all of this. And yeah, so if we're moving on to the next one, as you see, we go in, we see these like weird flooring things. That's a smithing table. Well, now the smithing table is going to get a use in 1.16. We're on 1.15. It's about to 1.60 is about to come out soon. But so this is not really going to be as big of an option, because you can actually like go into the smithing table by left clicking on the floor. That's gonna be kind of weird. So for now, that's a really good option if you're playing under 1.16 or 1.15 if you want to do it like that. So under 1.16, you could use this one. It's really good, and it helps a lot. So this next step is to use spruce logs if you're building with oak planks for your house. Then spruce logs really match it right here because it's kind of darkish and the spruce oak planks is kind of light. So what I basically did to make this is I just went outside, grabbed spruce logs, just built up from the corners to make a kind of cool shape like this on the outside. Alright, so you see the outline right here. Mojang kind of wanted to do that, but like it's kind of not Mojang's way to do it. So they made the outline integrated into the thing like this, but putting it pushed outwards is more of a depth kind of thing. That's why I also like using glass panes, because it pushes it back a little bit more than the actual glass blocks would. So like if I grab this and change this all to glass blocks, it doesn't have that kind of pushed in kind of thing. And so that's why I prefer glass pane more than glass. I know it costs a lot more sand to make it, but it just, in my opinion, looks way better. We're gonna move on to the next step. The next step is gonna be just a basic roof, nothing different about it, using just basic, what do you think you're gonna use for a roof? Some slab over here, just because if you don't have enough stairs, and then these are all stairs just to make it look exactly perfect. And then when you go down here, you can't really tell this slab is different from the stairs because it's the exact kind, and it kind of looks pretty good. So if you go inside, there's the brick as the flooring. I kind of like this because on the outside it doesn't even look that good because I don't really know, it's just plain. So what I do is I put it on the inside for flooring. It looks really good. And yeah, so if we're gonna move on to the next one is kind of cool. So the flooring is like made of these fire coral and 2 coral fans. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to grab a slab, alright? And then you want to get a water bucket. So put those water buckets down. It's gonna waterlog those slabs, right? And you can place down your fans just like that. If you do not have a water place down there, it's gonna be kind of like it's gonna turn dead. So if I put this down or this down without putting waterlogging it, it's gonna turn dead. So that's the problem with that. So to do that, you're gonna have to waterlog it. See, if I break this random one right here, it's just gonna be all waterlogged. So that's how you do this nice carpet design. And so the next step was adding windows. So it has natural light coming through. You can even break some of the torches and it's still gonna have light. And yeah, it's gonna be fine like that. So the next step is just adding different rooms. Oh, you did not see that. That was perfectly fine. Alright, so adding rooms. So I just made it pretty simple, just added 1 different room. So you could literally just have a wall connected to a different one, and it feels like it's kind of different. It feels like it's not one giant thing, it's actual home. So that makes it pretty nice. So if we're moving on to the next one, it's going to be using dark prismarine and regular prismarine as the carpet and as the flooring. So it's going to look pretty bright and dark over here. I like prismarine because it's kind of light and it doesn't look as bland as the prismarine, but it's kind of like an opinion because a lot of people like those kind of, the dark prismarine more than regular prismarine. In my opinion, I just like prismarine. So the next step would be adding a bunch of furniture so it doesn't look as empty. And I like how the villages made it, because they're very thin layers of the tabletop, so you can it actually looks like you're gonna put your feet underneath it. And the fence is pretty good for a pool. And the stairs, they actually literally look exactly like seats, so why not? And then this for a desk, I kind of wanted to use the same kind of thing, but when you try that, it actually looks really weird, because that does not look like a table or whatever, because like there's this gap and then it connects. It's kind of weird. So I think it only works with one, so you have to use slabs for it. And there's a bunch of cool designs out there for the furniture, and it's not even that complicated. Like, you can make a desk literally just by doing this, and it's literally that easy. It looks like a desk too. And just put a few chairs back there, and it looks like it's an actual working place and people use it. So it's pretty easy like that. And if you move on, then, oh, never mind, there's nothing. So that may be not all of it, because that's only like 8 maybe, because the last step was supposed to be second floor. But since I don't really, it's kind of hard to make a second floor than you think, then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna make a different step. It's called lighting. Lighting is gonna be basically, when you get torches, they don't look that good. They look pretty bad. Even if you get redstone torches, they look kind of better. They look like they're actually bringing more light. Technically they're not, but if you want that, then it's just not going to have enough light, and it still doesn't look that perfect. So what I would do is I would just grab a lantern, hang it from the ceiling maybe, right there, or like have a stand for it, like use these poles, bring it upward, and just put it down like that. It's kind of good for outside because it goes perfectly like that, and it looks like it's supposed to be there. So I would use a lantern, but like when they're updating everything and there's gonna be like soul fire lanterns coming out, soul fire torches, I might switch back to torches, like soul fire torches or soul fire lanterns. But for now, I'm just using lanterns. There's also kind of cool trick with glowstone, because not many people like glowstone. Like, glowstone looks the worst light out of all of them, and with shroom lights coming in, it's just gonna get thrown out of the bus. But forget that. But it's this cool lighting thing, which you could just grab carpet and put it over it, and it still goes to light. So that's pretty cool, and I usually use that sometimes, but like I don't like it with all my builds because the carpet just ruins the effect of the flooring sometimes. like for these, there's not really a carpet that matches it because it's like different kind of things. So for this, I usually use this instead of the carpet because like this looks like an actual real life carpet with the way it's going up and like it's having a few bits missing and like a rug basically. So I would use that. Also for the lighting, there's really good sea lanterns. Sea lanterns look so good, especially underwater. If you go like anywhere, just put a random water bucket, grab one of those. Dang it, I always do that. Alright, so you grab a water bucket and you just fill like a random pond with water. And then you just put a sea lantern at the bottom. It gives so much light. So if you put it like this, it brings so much more light than what you actually think it's gonna bring. And I would use sea lanterns more than glowstone right now at the moment. But like if they do an update for glowstone and they just make it look better, I would probably use it. But for now, sea lanterns and then shroom lights maybe later. In my opinion, I think I like sea lanterns better than shroom lights just cause it looks so like perfectly with the animation and everything. And so the sun's setting, I'm gonna have to go, but make sure you guys remember not build houses that are horrible, just like that one right there, because that one is literally disgusting.